Welcome to the Collective, a collection of my mind as a player, an avid gamer, I would call myself. It's 2020. Fascinating. What I will be discussing with you over a series of videos where I am seated we'll be talking about various video games. I'd like to specifically touch on that of Destiny and partly Destiny 2. Not really. I don't. Destiny 2 just didn't hit right. Doesn't have the authentic feel to me as it did in Destiny 1. I don't think it's touched on a lot. I think it's just wiped under the rug. But yeah, I wanted to call this the Ishtar Collective, a mind behind the player, but that would limit me to only Destiny, as I'm using a Destiny lore reference. And I do like to keep up with My Name is Bife. Pretty much just a Grimoire card reader. Just put him in Destiny 3 if there is one. Shit. He could just be like, you could have like him narrate. I don't know if this will ever be spotted by him or the like, but hey, that'd be pretty funny. What a moment, you know. Someone comes across this in years and is like, hey, Bife, have you ever seen this clip? That'd be funny. I don't know. Just spewing what ifs. More importantly, I'd like to talk today on why Destiny 1 and specifically on Venus. I just love the concept of the Ishtar Collective. It's such a fascinating concept of lore that we don't have much on, but it's like a library. We do have a lot of lore on it, but I want like a DLC on it. Like if Destiny 2 had a DLC on the Ishtar Collective and they brought like Venus back to like a destination we could visit with patrols and all that stuff. Maybe a vendor, I don't know, like some fucking The Stranger maybe? Fuck, The Stranger is a vendor? Maybe. But I don't want her to turn out like Anna Bray. Sorry. That I just a character we used to know or like heard of, and she's just sitting there like Ikora Rey, like but she can give you like bounties and shit. You know what I mean? I would that's beside the point. I would love an Ishtar Collective, like cover all the fucking bases, pardon my French, cover all the bases of what it is, how it was made or came to be, what it has to do with the Vex, why Venus, like why is Venus so much drastically cooler than any other fucking planet? I don't know, man. Half of it is in Vogue. That just clicked with me. But like not even that. Like they could just like hint that Vogue might be coming back like through a DLC, but that's very far-fetched. I would like to just see like hint, like a subtle like line of dialogue, like there might be something murmuring over, like I don't know, like heat signatures and I don't know what they would say about Atheon, like increase in Vex signature, like that just seems like too underwhelming for such a raid boss as Atheon and the Gatekeeper. Well, Gatekeeper's not really a boss, but I guess. Nonetheless, like give me a DLC on that. Maybe they can introduce like some form of like insight on like where the Taken King is or something, because like, not saying I need one, but I'm kind of like aching for like a King's Fall 2. Like if they can pull that off somehow, like Last Wish was like our closest thing to like what King's Fall 2 could have been, I personally think. And I didn't really run that raid that much. I maybe like cheesed to the end once, but from what I played, that was like a kind of a King's Fall knockoff, like a dollar store version. But like, oh, it's starting to rain a little bit, like a mist. Regardless, that would be fascinating to me if they came up with like a King's Fall 2 or like the Sisters, but like you can see like an enemy of Oryx or something. Some like resemblance of Oryx would be interesting to see in a raid. Or just like maybe a fucking Taken King 2. But that's where it gets kind of like, what do you fucking think? Pardon my phone. What are you thinking, man? Because like Taken King as a whole was by far my favorite DLC, but you can't replicate that. You can't do all the same stuff over. Like, that would really just be like Shadowkeep, but like different from Shadowkeep and Taken King at that point. Because like Shadowkeep's kind of like a twist. It's not Taken primarily, it's just Hive, which I liked, and they introduced the Nightmares, which were, they were pretty neat. I didn't like how the overshield barrier fucking shit came into the game. I know it's an extra skill gap and all that, but like I'm not on par with like playing weekly. I burned all that, like I played that Destiny 1 and all of Destiny up until Warmind. And I really didn't agree with Warmind being that good of a DLC, but that's just me. I understand that many people liked it. And it was very good. Regarding like Escalation Protocol, I just could never find the time, or my friends couldn't. And like it's just constant like, hey bro, you want to get on? And then we never get on. It's like, well, that's like personal. But so that's what made me not like it. Overall, it was a pretty solid DLC for what it was. Getting Polaris Lance was probably the most fun of an exotic quest hunt that I had had at that point. I didn't like the time gate kind of bullshit, but nonetheless, you got it. And maybe touch on Rasputin. I don't know. We're in that Warmind DLC right now. Well, kind of like the EP2, Episode 2 of Warmind with Rasputin and... no, this is the Almighty. Never mind. This is with the Cabal. They're trying their last-ditch attempt. You fucking suckers, you're not killing us. We're gonna blow you all to shreds. You don't know what's coming. You take everything from us, and then it's like, no, Cabal, you're getting wiped out completely. Bye-bye. Boy, bye. Like, that was not in character. That was very out of character. But, yeah. Kind of just like an introductory video. If anyone sees this, let's throw it around to some Destiny YouTubers, like smaller ones. Like, I know Simply Carly. See what we can get with this. But I want to try and make this a full-on series that I can just record and talk about Destiny stuff, and eventually I'll move on to like not just Destiny. Like, I play Grand Theft Auto. There's not much you can really talk about, and I don't really care to play these games. I would just like to talk about them. You can kind of talk to me about GTA 5's story, but chances of me knowing completely off the top of my head are slim to none. I played it and I enjoyed it. You got some, well, Call of Duty, kind of along the same lines as GTA. Can't really talk much about that. You can talk about weapons and shit, I guess. Destiny, Red Dead Redemption, a little bit more to talk about than GTA, of course. Yeah, games like that, Just want to talk about video games, maybe after this series, perhaps talk about stuff I think, and like talk about it out loud. I don't know. Just really share the video around, if you so desire. Adios.